Hello, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday today. Another unexpected live video. And today, let's talk about getting ready or preparing to travel to Ukraine. Is there some preparation that you need to do in order to have a good time in Ukraine? And is there some things that you need to know um, to have a to feel that you're prepared to travel? Hey, hey, Lavert. Hello. I have not expect seeing anybody in the middle of the day, but it's great to see you guys. What's up? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Am I still offline, Lavert? All right. I don't know why. I'm just gonna wait a minute and see if I could reconnect. Okay, it looks like I'm back online, right? All right, great. So, hello again. And once again, hello. So, today is a little bit more practical session or practical light, what to how to prepare for Ukrainian trip. And it is very surprising sometimes for Ukrainians that all Americans, well, let not say all, but many Americans have one thing in common. And so, thing number one I'm gonna talk about today is to start walking. If you going with me, guys, in July or with anybody else, if you want to have a good time, you need to learn how to walk a lot because downtown there is a lot to see and it's actually easier to walk because of the traffic and you enjoy the walk. You know, there are beautiful buildings, beautiful parks. um, it's a very big contrast with how much Ukrainian people walk on average and how much Americans walk. And this is not to put anybody down, guys. It's I know how it is, how easy it is in US to basically stop walking because you drive everywhere. um, I do walk a lot because I love it, but I want to make sure that you guys are preparing for the trip because you don't want to miss out. You don't want to be in pain and sitting there and feeling miserable. So I want to show you. I want to give you a couple tricks, or not necessarily tricks, but couple tips, how to get started on that. Let's say you are not in that great of a walking shape. Just start doing it. Maybe you can download a pedometer in your cell phone, or you can have a Fitbit or whatever it is. Basically, it's gonna keep track of how much you walk. You can go specifically, or you can just have it in your pocket. But you gotta start doing something, and that's one of the reasons why overall Ukrainians are in a better shape overall, because they move a lot. And uh, if you want to have a good time, if you want to be able to explore and go places, you gotta start to be more active. So one of my life hacks, guys, is my son's backpack. I'm gonna try to. No, I don't think I can even pick it up. Okay, let me see if I can put this camera. Yeah, right. Eat healthy and exercise. But another thing is, when you tell people this big project, they very often freak out because they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're saying I have to eat carrots to the rest of my life and like live at the gym?" So what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do is, cut off on the pop, on the beer, and and kind of starting to do just a little bit a little bit more. If you go on with us, we have another month, little over a month, so it's enough of time to start changing it. But maybe you just overall want to go to Ukraine at some point. Guys, we love men in a good shape. Don't believe when people tell you that, oh, it doesn't matter. It's such a BS. It all matters. No woman in her right mind want to be with a man who can't move, can't do things, can't go places, and well, every woman want to have a man that she can enjoy time with and be active. And I know how it is a popular thing that, men are looking for younger women. Well, if you do have these ambitious goals, you can start doing a little bit every day. I was making a live video today on Facebook and talk about small wins. So sometimes you just gotta start. Don't think about super fit guys, on the magazines, or just one skill. So skill number one for Ukraine is to be able to walk a lot, to be able to walk. And it's a skill where you can stay in a great shape for a long time. So don't just do it because of Ukraine. Well, meanwhile, I'm gonna try to pick this thing. Of course, my tripod gonna fall right now, but oh well. Okay, I'm gonna try to pick this up. Okay, I don't know how, but okay. Okay, I did it, guys. This is my son's backpack. It's actually, this is how you can reuse, recycle, reuse, reduce, recycle. No, actually, it's his backpack, and he likes it. It's a good backpack, but I use it as my exercise. Like when I go out for a walk, I can't even pick it up with my one hand. It's very, I mean, I guess I can, but it's heavy. So it's my personal life hack. I can show it to you guys. So just a regular backpack. So it filled with, uh, guess what it's filled with? Anybody? Let me see if I can show you guys. Well, you'll never guess. It filled with knowledge, guys. This is how you can reuse the books. Yes, good job, Lavert. Excellent. Excellent. It's actually filled with awesome books. And they're heavy as hell. Okay, I can show you some, but man, there's how heavy. Chanel. Let's see. I need to empty it anyway because he has to go to school at some point. And this book is actually Beatles. Beatles. Very heavy. Let's see what else. Sneak peek into my life. Churchill. And my old man, this book I basically have holes in it. It's Russian, my one of my favorite books. And so on and so forth. So basically you can pack a backpack so it gives you nice a little extra weight on your back so you don't hunch. And you have all you need on your backpack and you can go and walk. You don't have to run, you don't have to do something crazy. But guys, this is very serious because if the woman sees that you can barely walk, she's not gonna want to marry you. Not to mention anything else, if you know what I mean. So let's see what's going on. Chao Hong Tron. Hello. I'm going to Ukraine this July. I'm gonna be in Ukraine in the middle of July. And our tour is July 14th to July 24th. So we have more members signing, and I'm excited about this trip. So let's see. I'm just want to see. Do you guys have any more questions? Okay. There are more things to do than just walking. You gotta also make sure that things are taken care of for you, of course, while you're not here. So you gotta start preparing, with the bills, maybe make some things automatic. You want to make sure you have several cards with you, and you want to make sure you have some cash with you. We're gonna go about this more today in our VIP club session on the preparation. Today I was talking a little bit more about the health thing. So let's see. Let me look some questions. Guys who asking me very particular questions about your situations, you either should join the VIP club or you need to probably book session with me because I can't just dedicate the whole life about your situation and I can't even give you an advice because I don't know your situation. So it would be not a good thing to do. So, who else do I have here? Well, I'm gonna keep going. So, what else? Yes, and about your wardrobe, guys, don't bring those scary clothes to Ukraine. This like boots that you would wear in the middle of winter here in Michigan. Don't fly in them to Ukraine. People actually in Ukraine wear seasonal things. So if it's summer, they do not wear boots. You're gonna look like you're really out of place. Um, my recommendation is to go with the classic things and things you look good on. I'm planning to maybe make some video lessons on this because, guys, the same person can look totally different if they dress themselves right. I would just highly encourage you to take a critical look in the mirror and see, what if you have a problem, you can actually ask me if you need my help. You can ask somebody that you know that has a good eye, but don't make yourself don't set yourself to fail because you are in a messy, oversized, out of season clothes. You might think, oh, it's so artificial, it doesn't matter, I'm a good person. But it's actually matter because no woman wants to date an ugly man. And you might not be ugly actually, or unattractive, but your clothes and the bags you wearing on you might do the trick. And guys, if you watching my channel for a while, you know that I just say things how they are. And yeah. So what you do is you take a critical look at your wardrobe and you find the things that look good on you, that have maybe the slimming effect, something navy blue, dark, if you are bigger. It's summer though, so you wanna do. Oh, thank you, Lavert. So I'm so glad I know you. Thank you, Lavert. Lavert is my generous supporter of the super chats. I appreciate that, and I hope that topic I'm talking about today is um, encouraging and helpful to you as well. Um, so guys, you are all capable of doing your best, and it's take the Ukrainian trip as a just like the spark to this reason to just restart your life. Yes, Ukrainian people, they look at you and they judge you. It's true. But I tell you more. Everybody judge you. It's not negative. They say that it takes about less than 6 seconds when you see somebody. When you see somebody, I think it's 6 seconds or under that. You already know whether you trust this person or not, whether this person is of interest to you or not. It's really interesting how that works. So don't cut yourself short. When you're going to if you always thought about changing your life, but nobody knocked on your door and changed it for you, take it as an opportunity to do something new, to do something fresh. Maybe hire a person that can hire a person that could help you to look your best. Because once again, it's you can almost see people from West Ukraine. I got overheated on the sun today. You can almost see people from from Western countries, often on the streets, because they clothes never match and stuff like that. And once again, guys, it's not about impressing somebody, but it's a great chance to actually put yourself in a nice frame. So I would recommend also, we are going in summer, but I still would recommend the one color toned, like, dark blue, maybe sky blue, shorts, like tops, and just something that is classic. I am seriously considering to record like a little course on this so you can see the visuals, but you gotta take the minimum of clothes, but take those things that flatter you, that you look good in, that actually match. And special warning, guys, about the shorts. It's a very bad idea. It's a very bad idea to wear shorts, especially on the first or second date, because, well, I'm sure you have great legs, but just trust me on this one. You don't want to do that. You don't want to scare people away. It's considered overly casual, Usually with shorts you wear some kind of sandals, and it's like, hello, Miami Beach. It's not the city style. Yes, we will have people in shorts, but you're not gonna make an impression of an elegant man. Well, hey KZ, wow, you actually put your picture. Wow, you do listen to my videos, man. Thank you, man. I feel like a radio DJ. I just need some music on the background. So I've ordered these headphones because I know my sound wasn't that great. So, but now I thought they were small and they're so huge. So I'm gonna donate them to my son and possibly get something more less noticeable. But they work great though. They work pretty good. I just feel like I'm either a pilot or radio DJ. Either or. Maybe both. All right. So guys, I'm giving you some hard time about your looks, about your physical shape. But look, it's I just want you to understand something. It's not about comparing yourself to others. It's not about, because we all can drive ourselves crazy if you're gonna be comparing. Some people are in a better shape than the others, and some people just, I don't know, have better genetics, whatever. But when you put effort, it shows. When you take care of yourself, it shows. When you have great habits in great habits, it shows. Like, I teach my son um some things like being organized, like getting in the morning, taking a shower, getting dressed, brushing his teeth, like having all this. It sounds like such a basic things, but sometimes many men, if it's not their working day, it could be 2 p.m. and you're still in your underwear and your hair stands up like this, and it's just a weird thing. So I was thrilled to hear yesterday that my son told me he doesn't like to go around the house in his underwear. Like, I almost yelled, like, yes, I'm doing something right. I'm raising a great man for somebody. Why you can't wear shorts? You can wear shorts, but if you're going out for a date with a lady, you don't want to wear shorts. And it's not even because of the hairy legs. Oh my gosh. It's because it's overly casual. For example, she's going to wear like a nice dress and heels, and here comes the dude in shorts. But if it's a casual thing, if it's a hot time in the day thing, um, like if it's particular specific event where it's casual and not your first or second date, then it could be, let's say you're going on a ship, on some kind of yacht on Dnipro River, or you going to the beach. Yes, if you're going to the beach or taking a ride, or if it's some Sunday activity. But if it's a date, if it's after 6 p.m., holy cow, you don't want to do that because it's not gonna be you're not gonna look presentable. That's the downside, guys, for those of you who like casual. All right, let's see if we have some comments here. Hey, Veronica, are you sure about those things, or does it only apply to women your age and people older than you? Um, I would say it might not apply to teenagers, and it's pretty much applied to anybody, and and especially guys who are coming. You know, I have guys who are more mature men that's coming on a trip. It's usually the case, so that's an absolute no. Yeah, maybe if you are like under 20 years old, maybe, but anything over that is not a good idea. Shave my legs. Just a minute. You said it's disappearing so fast. Let's see. Shave my legs, and we get one thing in common, guys. No, honestly, it's one thing is when the woman is already like she's already. I can't even talk today. It's one thing, if already has a crush on you, and she can deal with your hairy legs, but if she's not sold yet, don't do that. Just trust me. On, I mean, you all want a classy girl. You don't just want some, you know, country girl. You can stay for you in US for that. Now I can't even talk about anything. Do you guys have any questions? I'm I'm dying. Okay, but basically, the things that you can do to prepare for the trip. No, I don't, Kizzy. At least not outside. I'm dying. No, actually, Kizzy, I don't mind. I know how men look like, and that's fine with me. But it's just, when you wear nice long pants and you wear a nice button-up shirt and you all dress up and you look good and smell good, you're gonna look good in the city. It's a very, I'm talking about Kiev, where I live, and there are a lot of other nice cities. You're gonna look stylish. You're gonna look, uh, you know, like a man that have it together. But once again, if your date is on a hot sun in the middle of the day and you know that person already, you can take a risk. Guys, stop making me laugh. Yeah, good job. LG Bush said, my mother did not let us run around in our underwear either. I was thrilled. I've never told my son, do not run around in the underwear, but I've always encouraged him to get dressed. Whether it's a weekend or whether it's a holiday, he doesn't have to go to school. And like, he should be the real man. He's always showered, always dressed, he always smell good. He always brushes his teeth. I mean, those are basics, but you're not gonna believe how many guys neglect these things. I don't know why. It's kind of the mentality is okay, nobody can see me, so let me be a mess. So, no, if nobody can see you and you are a mess, it means that you are a mess because you are lazy, and the most important person that can see you is yourself. Yeah, we do picnics in Ukraine. We have a lot of parks. And the awesome thing about parks is that, even if you didn't bring anything with you, you can, they have like little shops and little coffee treats and little, don't make me laugh. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. So Ukrainian women do like the picnics sometimes, and it's real easy because we have a lot of parks, and you can buy all kinds of things, drinks. You can buy teas and coffees, and they're really good quality and all kinds of things. Or you can bring your own. So it really depends. I am turning red. Yeah, you can see that. It's easy to see. Man. So I'm just reading the comments and laughing. What else I can do? Oh my God, what did I just do? I pushed something. Okay, it was a superwoman. So, guys, basically, I just want to encourage you to start. Some of you maybe, working out and going to the gym and you're in a really great shape. Maybe you could ignore this message, but a lot of you don't. And I just want to tell you, look, it doesn't matter what shape you're at now or what's going on. Instead of sitting near the TV and watching the news and what celebrities are doing. Think about what do you want to do with your own life. And some people cannot fulfill their time when they are by themselves. But I can tell you, take some books, put them in a backpack, and go for a walk. Disconnect. Switch off your phone if you need to and just go and walk. Or you can put your phone in a backpack and it will count your miles. I'm gonna show you guys my mile counter. And when you see that you progress, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. I would say the best thing if you can do at least 10,000 if you could do at least 10,000 steps, it's equals to about 17 miles. If you're gonna be active in Ukraine on average, if you wanna see things and have a great time, you're gonna walk about 17 to 20 miles a day. Not to scare you. Well, I mean, that's almost the minimum. So I'm gonna show you there is this thing called pedometer. This is an app. You guys might have I actually need to get myself a new phone. I have an old phone. You're probably not gonna see it because I have light coming from the window. Yeah, you're not gonna see it. Well, basically, it's called pedometer, and it's a free app you can install, and it's kind of cool because you can see progress. Maybe today you can only walk a mile, maybe you can only walk a half mile. Just keep doing those things because you're gonna feel better about yourself, and you will be able to explore. You will be able to explore a lot more and have a lot of fun, and will be able to catch up with people. I've never thought that walking is anything important, but when I came here and I saw that people in a store sitting in a cart because they can't walk, like that people actually have these cards, cards that, like, I remember asking, what is, like, why people are in a cart, like they shop in these carts, they're moving around like mini cars, and I ask, why are they like handicapped? No, they're not handicapped, they just can't walk anymore. I mean, that shit is scary. So, guys, it is extremely important. And, not everybody is a professional athlete. Not everybody is a bodybuilder. I have some younger men following me. I also have some older men following me. And some middle-aged men follow me. So, it's not about competing with others. It's about competing with you. Become a bit better than you were yesterday. If you want to use Ukraine as an excuse to get in a better physical, emotional, mental, financial, spiritual shape, use it as an excuse to get in a better shape. It's really exciting to work on yourself. I think it's one of the most exciting things in life is to see, how far you can go and what changes you can do. So I just want to address this because those are little things that most people do not underestimate. Let me see. So, well, in our VIP club, we're gonna go over the details about the trip, and possibly I'm going to do like a checklist of things what to do, what not to do in Ukraine, how to get ready with all the other aspects. I might do like a little video course because there are some things that are really important if you hadn't traveled before. One thing I want you all know, all of you guys, if you hadn't been to Ukraine yet, to never drink water from the tap. In US, if you live in a small town or if if your city water is okay, you can drink sometimes water from the tap or filter it. In Ukraine, the rule is do not drink water from the tap. The second rule is never drink water from the tap. I mean, you can make tea with it if you boil it, but even that is not. It's almost tastes bitter. It's very our water is just terrible, especially in Kiev. So you can buy bottled water. It's fine. You can buy like big bottles, or sometimes in the buildings they have filtration system. You can walk in and they will fill your things, your own bottles. But if you just come for a travel, you can just go to the supermarket and don't really drink tea. Just a warning for all of you: if you're not in my VIP club, not traveling with me, do not drink water out of the tap. So it's affordable to just get some good bottled water for yourself. Bernard is saying I would run 8 miles on my treadmill. That's really good. But you see, the thing about treadmill, I don't know what city you live or what country. For me, like when it's spring outside and it's beautiful, and fresh, I can't make myself to go and be on a treadmill. I want to be out in the forest. But if the treadmill works for you, that's awesome. And I can tell you guys, it's also, um, I mean, if you keep that habit lifetime, you're gonna be in a better shape than most people your age. Yeah, it's so weird to see people like in their 40s and 50s, like not able to be. I mean, I'm not taking people with disabilities. That's a different thing. But people who make themselves people with disabilities. Yeah, Kizzy, I do not recommend you to drink tap water in Ukraine. Yeah, I've been hit twice on the bike. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. But maybe you chose a place that was kind of, I don't know. Yeah, bring your own water, guys. Well, anyways, I will consider making like a recorded video about this, and maybe I'll post it on my website or as a VIP club. Um, like a summary of things to do, not to do, and to prepare. But I just want to talk about the importance, guys. It's really so sad. I was yesterday at my son's school. I have to say, there are a lot of downsides to Michigan, but Michigan does have great education system. I mean, we have some great schools here, and education is very important. But what was sad for me that like 30% of his classmates, he's only 9, 30% of his classmates are overweight. They are really overweight. I mean, it's just, there is a difference when you're 35 or 40 or 45 and when you are 9. How crazy is that? And this is not the kids' fault, but their parents. I always wonder, what do they think? Was it buying the fast food? Was it letting their kids to live on their tablets or playing video games? I could not. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I hope nobody watching me from my city, but there were some kids I did not recognize because they put so much weight on, and it's want to make me cry. It's fast food and not enough of running around. Parents use devices to keep their kids occupied, and it sucks. And some girls, I don't want to discuss anybody. It's not the me making fun of somebody. Look, I'm working on my own weight, I'm working on my own physical activity level, so I would never make fun or judge somebody or criticize somebody for you know n- not being in a good shape. I'm working on my own self. I have a long way to go in terms of how I would like to see myself. That's why I bring this up. So working on the same things, but it's just when you see that in kids, I wish I could go to those parents and slap them in the face, because they not sick kids, they don't have any conditions, they're just normal kids. I saw them couple years ago, they were just fine. And right now, um and right now it makes me wanna cry, guys. You know why? Because kids and young people, they have whole life ahead of them. It's like a field, it's like the field, with flowers and like and thriving opportunities. And you see the people, the parents who just lazy AF, they that would not make make the good food, that would not spend time with them, that would not take them out for an activities. I mean, what's gonna happen? Okay, I saw these kids, they're 8 years old, they're overweight. What's gonna happen when they are 30 years old? I mean, not even 30, 16. I don't want to turn this into this discussion, but it's like, guys, I want to talk about the topics that matter. Ukrainian mother would never let her child go like this. Yes, we're all different. Some people are naturally like very, very slim. Some people are kind of curvy. Some people are more muscular. Some people are more skinny. But that has nothing to do with genes. Has nothing to do with that. It has to do with fast food, laziness, and parents' inactivity. And also, what drives me nuts, when kids have emotional issues, they buy them sweet stuff, the junk. Um, Sometimes I feel bad. It's not bad, but I feel so strange because my son does not have. We have zero pop in the house. I don't buy the Kool-Aid. I don't have donuts. I mean, I just make food. Just regular food. Meat, fruits, vegetables, and things like that. And my son is very fit, and I'm working on my own self, and but everybody else is doing it, and I just feel sometimes maybe I'm depriving my son. But then he's big enough, and I showed him some numbers, and I showed him some mathematics, and he's totally fine now to have a treat once in a great while. He has a treat. Or I buy him some high quality, chocolate, like, darker chocolate. Sometimes he can have some ice cream. But what I've noticed when I was yesterday, it's a history museum, that those kids that they were overweight, they got tired a lot faster, and they were not listening a lot. I mean, yeah. So meanwhile, guys, I'm gonna look at your comments. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. That must be awful not to be able to go outside for two ye- two ye- outside for 2 years. Oh my gosh. Wow. So, anyways, yeah, some people say LG Bush say I don't eat fast food. I can I cook. Yeah, you actually save a lot of money when you can buy high quality food in US, and you cook yourself. You actually gonna save money, and you're gonna stay in a great health. Those are little things, like who cares? But then they end up, and you know it's just so sad. I mean, it's just sad. Sometimes people like mix me up with being not a you know I had several years in a row when people were asking me if I'm looking for a prom dress. But it's just because the young girls, like 16-year-olds, because they just, or because of all these hormones and things that they do, you just can't say anymore how old anybody is. Well, I definitely take it as a compliment, but what makes me sad is to see 16, 17-year-old girls that are just totally beyond and out of shape. It's not just physical, it's mental too. But going back to Ukraine, guys, in my next video, we'll talk about the restaurants and the money and food you can buy. So I'll consider talking about that. Thank you for the compliments. I'm just looking through the comments. Thank you, guys. You have very good taste. I'm just looking if I missed some things. Chow Hang Tran said, kids adopt the values and worldview from the parents. It's very true. It is very true. You are welcome, beautiful. Thank you, guys. Ukraine is the best life country. Ukraine is a good country, so is all the other ones. I don't want to tell you, Chechnya isn't Slavic. Chechen people are Muslim people, and they're not Slavic. They could be maybe post-USSR, but they're not Slavic. I'm not saying they are bad, but they have totally different traditions than we are, and then they have different religion, and it's quite a different experience. Okay, you half Ukrainian, half Chechen. I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, I want to tell you guys I'm from Ukraine, but it's really interesting because I don't really have Ukrainian blood. I am, as far as I know. So my mom's parents are from very depths of Russia, like but my grandfather was a colonel in the Red Army, and so they were traveling all the time. He had a big career in the military, and he was awesome. And so they lived in Ukraine, and he settled in Lvov, Ukraine. So my mom just has Russian roots, a little bit of Georgian, and my dad is it's interesting because my dad is actually like Russian Jewish, but it's funny because we never been to that culture. When we were, it was very during the Soviet time. It was very um you talk here, guys, about the discrimination. Well, this is what it was about. It was very hard. So I don't know anything about it. My dad is into Russian literature. Loves history, and he loves classic literature. So basically, I am Russian and Russian Jewish and Georgian a little bit, and a little bit Far East, but I don't really have Ukrainian blood in me, as far as I know. But I grew up in Ukraine, so that's why I speak both Russian and Ukrainian perfectly. Veronica, you are the closest thing. Oh my gosh, Lavert, you are the best. I just started following you. I heard you talk. I think it's beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate the kind words. Well, Lavert, I appreciate your compliments, but I just think that it's really important to keep working on yourself. So that's my kind of view of it. I don't. That's a very interesting point. I'm not working on myself because I do not like my body. I'm working on myself because I love it and because I want to take care of it. Some people work on themselves almost out of hate because they're like, ah. And when I was a teenager, as most teenagers, we all have self-esteem issues and things like that. But really, I think it's great to work on you and transform and um, stay young for a long time. That's what I like. I like that idea. Okay, reading last comments, and I have to go take my son because I'm taking him out. Talking about being active, I'm taking him to a activity place. Yeah, we're gonna talk about money specifically. Yes, I'm gonna talk about money. Thank you, LG Bush. I like your body. I've never seen it. I'm in love. Well, how can you be in love with it? By the way, I post pictures of me, the whole thing in on my pages on KZ, you following me, right? On Veronica Olson and on my personal page on Facebook. But I suggest add me on Veronica Olson. It's my Facebook page. I talk about relationships. I post pictures like of me, of the whole thing, of the whole human. So a lot of people know how I look like. People say, well, you don't show much in your videos. I have a reasons why, but I'm not gonna tell them here because when I started doing my videos and I would show more of me than I do, people just would not listen what I'm saying. So that's why, guys. But I do model my furs and I do like taking pictures outside. So I am a human. I have a human body, and you can see it. When I have a reason for it, I don't see the reason to show it in my videos. Because once again, then I realized nobody even listened to what I just said. So what's the point? I love you guys. You are the best. You are the best. So have a great day, everybody. Go and do something active. Yes, go and do something active. We're gonna go right now. We're gonna go to the park, to the gym, to the car show, and then we have then I have a call today with my VIP members at 7 p.m. Eastern time. What? All right, guys. You're the best. And thank you so much for support. Thank you for being here with me this afternoon. It means a lot. My shows generally are gonna be in the evening because I understand that in the daytime, most people are working, most people are not available to talk. But I'm really busy this evening, so I just want to say, get out there and start working out because you can watch millions of videos, but if you're out of shape, it's not gonna help you. So that's the bottom line. Okay, guys, from Michigan with love. Thank you for being with me.